Alright guys, Slow Tranquil Sense coming into you with another video. Now tonight's video is going to be about Versace. Now people love Versace, man. They even have songs about Versace. Versace this, Versace that. When people think about Versace, they think about wealth, they think about money, they think about things that are high cost, you know what I mean? And the irony is that you can find all these great Versace fragrances at a very low price if you know where to shop. So without any hesitation, this ain't no top 5 or top 6. This is just straight up my Versace collection. So I'm gonna tell you what I like about them, what I don't like about them, or whatever. So let's just get started. Right now, my first Versace cologne ever was a gift of mine, and I used to wear this when I was 18 or 19 years old. My girlfriend used to love this one, Versace the Dreamer. This one, heavy sillage and heavy projection, as I remembered. But I used to spray on clothes back in the days, so I haven't really been wearing this often, but it was one of my favorites. It was one of my signature scents back in the day. Now this one has iris, vanilla, tobacco. To me, it smells like, imagine a hotel, a motel or whatever. Imagine the room is a smoking room, right? You just rented it out. Maybe that's the only room left. You don't smoke, but every hotel has to be clean, right? So when you go inside the hotel, you're gonna smell a clean hotel, but in the back and the curtains and everything, because it's such a smoking room, that you're gonna smell the tobacco in the air. You're gonna smell clean tobacco, and that's what this is, man. Romantic, a little dark. I remember someone described it like a dark poet. Very dark and romantic, man. This stuff, very airy. Also, think about like a packet of cigarettes. When you open them up, you smell that filter, that cotton filter, but you smell the tobacco coming through. I also perceive that smell with Versace the Dreamer. Tobacco dominant. Some people say it smells old school, but it does not. This one came out in 96 or somewhere around the 90s, man. And to this date, I don't feel this is outdated whatsoever, man. You can still rock this stuff, man. Girls love this stuff. This is like one of my first when I started first decanting, this was one of the first colognes that I started decanting. And when my co-workers that I sold to told me, man, I got so many positive vibes, positive reactions when I started wearing this cologne, man, and I believe them because it's so clean and it's so almost a little soapy, but this one on your skin transitions real nice. It has a very brash opening, right? But when that mellows out, there's just a golden nice scent. I think about the gold top, so when I think about the smell, for some reason gold comes to mind. The vanilla just comes out, the tobacco tones down, and all those herbal qualities in the brash opening just mellowed out, and that just remains. It lasts a while. Let's just put it that way. It lasts a while, man. Great Versace fragrance. My first. Now, again, okay, let's go with Versace Oud Noir. Now, remember, I'm doing this these videos raw dogging it because my computer's kind of crapping out, but I want to get some content out. And I already had this Versace video filmed, but I could never upload it because it kept crashing and blah blah blah. And I had B-rolls, I had everything. But you know what? I want to put some content out for you guys, and I know when you're a beginner, you're looking somewhere, Versace is usually what you'll probably go with, or Aqua de Joe or something like that. So, okay, Versace Oud Noir, not a beginner cologne, man, but Versace did a very good job on this, often compared to Tom Ford's Oud Wood. I see the resemblance, but it's not a straight up copy. So Versace Oud Noir, from the top of my head, I remember it has saffron, oud, and a lot of woods in the background. I forgot what kind of woods it has besides oud, you know what I mean? Saffron opening, excuse me. A saffron opening, nice medicinal oud. It's very sweet and syrupy, very rounded out, man. This one's great for fall and winter. Again, it's not for your a beginner type of a fragrance enthusiast, but it is a beginner oud because it doesn't smell funky or animalic or anything like that, man. The oud in this is very nice, soft and rounded. One of my personal favorites from Versace, man. They did a great job, and this is an EDP strength. When I put this on my skin, very oily. It's like putting like corn oil on, man, almost. But very good stuff right here, man. Think about again, mysterious and broody, man, and that's the type of colognes that I usually go for, man. I really don't. I mean, I'm starting to like freshies now, but I was not the biggest freshie guy, and still not the biggest freshest guy. But Versace Oud Noir, if you want to be different and interesting, get yourself this, man. Okay, so let's start off with. I mean, the next in line is going to be Versace Dylan Blue. Now, Dylan Blue is considered one of those blue scents like Sauvage, YSLY, Aqua Atlantique from Bulgari. So Versace Dylan Blue, that one's got grapefruit and Broxton incense, nice musk on the bottom. This one, it always reminded me, when I first smelled this, I didn't really like it. It always smelled like hairspray to me. But after getting a decant off it and just kept smelling it, it really, really grew on me. So the time that I got a full bottle, I remember a hurricane came by. And that hurricane, I remember that night, just kept, winds and rain, and I kept spraying this stuff because it was brand new in my arsenal, and I just fallen in love with it. So every time I think about Dylan Blue, I think about that night with the hurricane, right? What I love about this is it has a more mature kind of smell. Don't get it twisted. It ain't gonna smell like an old man or anything like that. The incense and the grapefruit, man, that transition from or I'm talking more of a mix, the mix of light and dark grapefruit and incense and patchouli, man, mixing with all those citrusy kind of notes, man, makes this Dylan Blue very interesting, man. Great pick for the summer nights. You can pull this off, and man, this is highly versatile. It's a blue scent, and great for the office, man. Great for the office. Okay, that's Dylan Blue. All right, everybody knows about Versace Arrows, man. This stuff, people love this DNA. When I decant and they smell this, without a question, they want it. They'll buy it, man. Driven by Ambroxan, green apples, mint, and vanilla. This one is a very guilty pleasure of mine to smell, usually at night and when I go to sleep. I don't like wearing this out because I feel like a lot of guys wear this, and great for clubbing, man. You can't really get away with this on the office. I mean, I know a guy who used to rock this in the office, or at work, where I work at Logan's Roadhouse, but it's not really situated for that, especially when the powdery tonka comes out, man. So this one's just best for the club, man. Versace Arrows. If you're 18 to 25-year-old and you want to go get some fucking pussy, get yourself some Arrows, man. That's all I have to say about that, man. And didn't make my panty dropper video, but whatever. All right, Versace Poron, aka also known as Versace Signature. Versace Signature, very clean, crisp, very clean and modern scent for Versace, man. This one, I get that silver woods theme. If you have known my videos, you know what silver woods means. It just means it's clean, it's woody, but it's not dank. Very top citrusy, heavy, very clean, crisp, and energetic, man. This stuff goes great for the office, anytime, anywhere, man. Girls love this stuff, man. There was this guy that came to work with a date, and he was wearing this, and his sillage was just fucking, his projection was just fucking monstrous. He was sitting at the table, and I could smell him from very far away. I think that guy sprayed it on his clothes, and the girls kept going around the table and smelling him, and they just kept like, oh, he smells so good, and blah blah blah. Got a little jealous there, man. But you know what? I have that shit too. Often compared to Chanel's Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme, and they do have their similarities, though. Chanel Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme has a lot more tonka, it's a lot more sweeter, and it's a lot more projection, and it's got mint in it. This is not. So imagine Chanel Allure Sport Eau Extreme, and this being a lighter version of it, basically, just like a more sportier version. Crisp, clean, Italian lemon. Ah, smells so good, man. Love it. All right, so next one in line, Versace Man Eau Fraiche. Now, fuckboy status right here, and man, I don't know why I keep saying that for this, but that's just what comes to mind. A fuckboy, man. A fuckboy who has not learned to fuck yet. I forgot where I heard that from, but this one, I think it's a starfruit, bunch of citruses, woods and musk. So you notice that this and this, I can't think of the word right now, the way it is, it reminds you of a pool kind of, you know, and it does have this kind of like beachy, not beachy, it's like a pool with chlorine. You ever been to a pool and you can smell the chlorine in the air, that clean chlorine? Well, that smell is kind of in this. I'm not saying that it smells like bleach or anything like that, but I do get that vibe. Imagine you being poolside on a July 4th, making hot dogs over there or whatever, and you're by the pool, and it's, you know, you want imagine like a lemon tree behind you or all around you. You're surrounded by a grove of oranges and mainly lemon and lime, stuff like that. This stuff will invoke those kind of feelings. And very strong projector, man. A bit generic, but girls love this and they go for this type, man. Especially when those woods come into play. That's where that fuckboy thing comes into. Okay, now let's go to, I think this is the last one, Versace Man. Now, unfortunately, don't have a full bottle of this. I remember Versace Man was going for so cheap and it was readily available back in the day, and I never pulled the trigger on it, and I should have, because now it's discontinued. It's fucking hard to come by, and when you do come by it, I think it's very pricey. So Versace Man, I got this off my buddy David Sanchez, and actually that was my first review ever, doing it on my laptop on a movie maker. And this was one of my it was my first video. Now, Versace Man, tobacco, kind of like grape, cotton feel, what do you call that stuff? Linen, yeah, like tobaccos and linens and cotton, spicy, saffron, I believe it has in there. Now, Versace Man, if you haven't smelled it because you can't find it, think about Versace Oud Noir. Same DNA, but without the oud, and that's what Versace Man is. I smell spicy tobacco, clean linens, nice cotton, and that saffron, and woods in the background, and of course musk. This one mainly nights out, clubbing, dates. It can be worn in the office, I guess, but mainly outside. Smells wonderful, man. It does smell wonderful, and it's sad that he can't find it anymore. So that's Versace Man. It came in a purple bottle. It came in I think it looked like this, but it was purple. So anyways, guys, I think that's all my Versace stuff that I got. And if I were to keep one Versace for the rest of my life, Arrow's Dylan Blue, I think I would pick Versace Poron, Versace Signature. So I hope this video narrows down your selection and what you're trying to accomplish and trying to do with these colognes. And hopefully this video helps you, man. So guys, I'll see you guys on the next, man. Slow Tranquil Sins coming full steam ahead. Party people, hashtag Team Overspray. We outs.